And we're live. All right. So I'm Chris. For basically, this is my show, and I mean I don't really know what to call it yet, but we're gonna start off. We're gonna get right into things. We're gonna start off with the NFL Week 5 predictions. I mean, Week 4 was really eventful. And I missed all the 1 o'clock games because I was at work, but Week 4 was really eventful, and Week 5's probably gonna have the same type of action. First game we got is Thursday night football. The Rams go to Seattle. That's an interesting game, man. I mean, I think the Rams are the better team than the Seahawks because the Seahawks aren't very deep on offense at all. Like they have Russell Wilson, yeah, but they don't have that many weapons if you really look at it. The Rams have everybody on offense and defense. You already know who they have. So, but then again, this is a Thursday night game in Seattle, and you know how the home field plays a huge advantage to the Seahawks, like huge. So I think this is going to be down to the wire, close, grinded out, gritty game. I don't see it being high scoring, even though both these offenses could be very high powered. I think it's going to be low scoring, and I'm going to have to say I got the Seahawks, to be honest. I think they're going to come out with the victory. This is going to be a really good game, but I'm going to have to pick Seattle at home. Next, the Bears against the Raiders. Khalil Mack playing against his former team in Oakland. Oh, it's actually in London. Oh, wow. Well, in London, interesting, but I don't think Mitchell Trubisky is playing. I'm not sure if he is. I want to make sure I'm looking to the camera. Hold on 1 second. He's unlikely to play this week, so that's actually really big. I don't know. That's a really tough game now. I think I'm still going to have to take the Bears just because of that defense, because of Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack is probably the best defensive player in the NFL right now. Well, besides Shaquille Barrett going crazy for the first 4 weeks of the season, how about that? But I have to go with the Bears. They have a lot of weapons. Chase Daniels, he's an able backup. I don't know. I don't trust the Raiders and Derek Carr. I mean, I'm a Chargers fan, so I hate the Raiders. So I mean, you could basically say that. Like, you know, I'm not going to favor them anyways. But yeah. Then next we got the Bills and the Titans in Tennessee. For that one, I have to pick Buffalo for sure. I mean, I don't know what Josh Allen's injury is and whatnot, but Tennessee is very inconsistent, and I think Buffalo's defense has been really stepping it up, you know, over the first part of the season so far. So I think I'm going to have to take Tennessee in that one. Next, we got the Buccaneers and the Saints in New Orleans. I'm taking the Bucs, man. I don't know. I'm really sold on Jameis Winston. I think he's one of, if not like the most like overhated players in the NFL, then I don't know what he is because in my opinion, this is still a guy that's very young and can give you consistent yardage, consistent good play out of the quarterback position. He's still really young. I know he makes a lot of mistakes, but young quarterbacks make mistakes, and you have to look at the plus side. Look what his upside is. His upside is insane. Like last week when he went off against the Los Angeles Rams, that's what Jameis Winston can do. And from what I've been seeing with the Saints with Teddy Bridgewater, because Drew Brees is out, I haven't been seeing that much good things on offense, to be honest. I mean, their defense has been stepping up, yes, but Teddy Bridgewater and this offense looks kind of slow. They are doing a lot of check downs, a lot of short passes, running the ball, and doing all this stuff at Taysom Hill. I mean, it's kind of working, but I don't think it's going to work against the Bucs this Sunday. I'm going to take the Bucs in an upset. I got faith in Jameis Winston, and Bruce Arians is really turning it around as a head coach for the Bucs too. So I'm gonna have to go with the Bucks in this one. Next, we got the Cardinals and the Bengals in Cincinnati. Man, I think I'm gonna have to go with Arizona. The Bengals just look terrible, and John Ross just got hurt too. The Bengals might be the worst team in the NFL. Actually, I don't know about that because the Dolphins and the Redskins are bad, but they're pretty bad. And right now, the Cardinals don't look like they're 0-3-1. I think they had that one tie with the Lions, but they don't look like the worst team. The Bengals just look like the complete worst team I've ever seen. Like especially that Monday night game. I have no faith in them. I have to go with the Cardinals in this one. Kyler Murray, you know, I like the way he plays. I really do. That's a Cardinals win. Falcons and Texans in Houston. I gotta go with Deshaun Watson on this one. The Falcons have looked terrible. I thought they were gonna have a good season this year, and when they went to the Super Bowl like a few years ago, you would have thought like they would be consistent. They wouldn't manage to fall off in a few years. You know what I mean? But man, they don't look good at all this year. They look really bad, and I don't know what it is because Matt Ryan hasn't been playing that badly. He hasn't really been playing bad at all. Julio hasn't been playing bad. Freeman's been playing decent. It's just this team just can never figure it out for some reason. So I don't know. I'm not very high on them. And the Texans and Deshaun Watson, you know how I feel about them. I really very high on Deshaun Watson. I think Texans win that one easily. Jags and Panthers in Carolina. I don't know if Cam Newton is playing, but I do know Gardner Minshew is playing. And if Cam Newton isn't playing, I got the Jaguars in this game because I have faith in Gardner Minshew. I think Gardner Minshew is honestly a really decent NFL quarterback. He could be a decent starter. I don't know if he's better than Nick Foles. Nick Foles is he could be the Jaguars franchise quarterback because he's so clutch and he can win you the big games. But Gardner Minshew is a promising young talent. If he'd be big time trade bait, if they could trade him and like Jalen Ramsey in a package, they could get so much back. They need offense bad. They could get Nick Foles some receivers. I don't know. But for now, he's doing great as a backup. On Cam Newton, I'm looking it up right now. I don't think he's going to be playing, to be honest. I mean, his foot injury is a little worse than it seemed to be. So I think Kyle Allen's going to start again. I mean, Kyle Allen hasn't done bad, but I think the Jags are going to win this game. Then next we got the New York Football Jets. I have a lot of friends that are Jet fans. And they have faith in this week because they say everyone's coming back. Well, I didn't even tell you who they're playing yet. Everyone's coming back. Sam Darnold, C.J. Mosley. I forget who else they said. I think Demaryius Thomas, they said he's playing or something. I forget who else they said, but there's players coming back for Quinnen Williams, him too, yeah. There's players coming back for the Jets this week. Jets are 0-3 right now, and they don't look good at all. The first 3 weeks, they got killed. I mean, killed. So, it's not looking very good. And they're playing the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia. So, I don't see that turning out so well. Even though Sam Darnold and all of them are back, I think the Jets are going to get blown out, in my opinion. Next, we got the Patriots going to Washington against the Redskins. This is going to be like a 40-0 game. The Redskins look like the worst team I've ever seen in my life. And the Patriots look unstoppable right now. So that's an easy win for the Patriots. Next, Ravens and Steelers in Pittsburgh. This is an interesting game. Mason Rudolph looked really good on Monday night. I'm not going to lie. He looked very comfortable in there. I really liked the way he was playing. But, I'm a big-time believer in Lamar Jackson. And I really think the Steelers aren't going to have a way to stop him. And they're not going to have an answer for him. And I got the Ravens. And plus, the Ravens defense is going to make it difficult on Rudolph, too. I got the Ravens in this one, even though it's in Pittsburgh. Next, we got the Minnesota Vikings going to New York to play Daniel Jones and the Giants. Now, I really do not like Daniel Jones. I thought it was one of the dumbest decisions I've ever seen to draft him. I didn't understand it. But now that he's here, he hasn't done that bad, but he's still, Giant fans will tell you he's been great, but he has not been that decent, in my opinion. You really, he's turned the ball over like 5 times already, and it's only been like 2 games. I don't know. I wouldn't call him a good quarterback yet. And I'm not high on Kirk Cousins either. The Vikings have been struggling big time too. So I might have to go with the Vikings on this one, but I'm not very confident in it. I'm gonna have to wrap it up because I want to finish a few segments here. Chargers and Broncos. My favorite team, the Los Angeles Chargers, playing the Broncos. Melvin Gordon, first game back from suspension. Holding out. I think he's going to go off. I think the Chargers are going to win easily. The Broncos have looked terrible. They're 0-4. Joe Flacco looks kind of washed up. It's an easy win for the Chargers. Next, we got the Packers and Cowboys in Dallas. I kind of like both of these teams. I'm going to be honest with you. But I have to go with Aaron Rodgers. I cannot go against Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers he's my favorite player that's not on the Chargers. You have to understand this, and I have to go with him. He's too good, and he always lights up the Cowboys, so I have to go with him. Even though I am a believer in Dak Prescott too. Dak Prescott is no joke. Do not sleep on Dak Prescott. The Colts and the Chiefs, Sunday Night Football. First of all, I will let it be known, I believe in Jacoby Brissett. He's a good quarterback. I know Andrew Luck retired, but Brissett's coming right in there, and he's done a great job. But I'm telling you, the Chiefs easily are winning this game. Mahomes and company they're too good. They're too good. No way. I got the Chiefs in a pretty decent margin win. Next, Browns and 49ers, Monday Night Football. This is going to be a good one. Now, the 49ers are 3-0. They're first place. Well, it's only week 4, but they're first place in the NFC. If you want to say, I saw like an NFL playoff picture on Facebook yesterday that they posted. And, it's way too early in the season for that type of stuff. But still, they're first place in the NFC, But I don't think they're winning this game. I'm not the biggest believer in Jimmy Garoppolo. He hasn't really impressed me yet. I know the 49ers running backs, Mostert and Matt Breida, they can produce. But I think the Browns defense is good enough. They're going to give Jimmy G problems. And I think even though the 49ers defense is pretty decent, Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb. You got too many weapons on the Browns. I got to go with the Cleveland Browns with this one. I'm a believer in Baker, man. I like Baker Mayfield. So, yeah, there you have it. That's my week 4 picks. I'll probably get half of them or more wrong anyways. And I'll probably have to work Sunday and I can't even watch the games, but it's whatever. And I'm going to take a quick break real quick, and then I'll get into the fight on Saturday and some other stuff. And then that'll be it.